We're live.
We're live?
At Comic-Con.
Okay, we're live at Comic-Con 2015, brought to you by the LG G4 phone. I'm Max Scoville. That's Brian Altano.
What's up?
He's never going to let me forget this. We are with Arthur and Matt from TT Games. We're talking about LEGO Avengers. Tell us about LEGO Avengers.
LEGO Avengers is us going back to the Marvel Universe in LEGO form. This time round, we're going through with not only Avengers, the great movie, we're going also with Avengers Age of Ultron. And then we're celebrating Avengers. It's everything that is great about Avengers, from the movies, cartoons, comic books, and we're cramming it into one great video game.
Now, so you kind of already did this with LEGO Marvel Heroes. Like that is an amazing game. I think that was the most time I sunk into a game last year. Was that? It was awesome, and it had so many Marvel Heroes all at once. But there was notably kind of some characters were their comic book version versus the movie version. And so are you kind of, is this kind of the Marvel Cinematic Universe type of game?
Yeah, so the big difference between the two LEGO Marvel superheroes was the original story, and then we sort of had different comic book characters and stuff like that. This game is following the story of the cinematic films of the Avengers, and then, as Arthur sort of alluded to, we're going to have some extra stuff there as well to make fill the character roster out, because everyone loves all the different characters that we put into the LEGO games, and then we'll have some more sort of background comic characters that all tie to the Avengers in it.
Now you had the Guardians of the Galaxy in LEGO Marvel Heroes, but they were very noticeably like different designs from movie versions. Are we going to see any appearances by the movie versions of them in this? Or?
Well, the thing with the Avengers game is, at the minute, the characters we've kind of revealed are from Avengers and from Avengers Age of Ultron. We are going to definitely be celebrating everything Avengers, and then that's where we'll go, and we'll do, movie stuff, and then we'll go digging back in the comics and like really unearthing, those quirky classic characters that myself, Matt, the team, we love unearthing, like randoms, people, creatures that, gamers are just like, really, this is this is a Marvel character, and it's those sort of classic moments, the sort of thing we did with Howard the Duck back in LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Right. So while this isn't a sequel, it's that natural sort of successor.
That's something.
Yeah.
That's something I really appreciate about the LEGO games. Actually, I play all of them. I literally just 100%ed LEGO Jurassic World on my flight to. So I'm super into this, and I do appreciate the fact that it starts off with the sort of central characters, and then the more you start unlocking, you kind of deep dive into side characters, people you just see working in a coffee shop in one of the Avengers movies, possibly. So I was going to ask, is the sort of progression through this game similar to the other LEGO games in that you'll play through a level and there'll be a lot of stuff you can't access, but then going back in as you start unlocking more of those characters gives you kind of more branching areas and things to open up?
Oh yeah, most definitely. This is going to be, we'll obviously have the characters that we can see here, but as you progress through the game and you're unlocking those characters, characters say like Quicksilver, we won't expect to see Quicksilver until his moment in Age of Ultron. But then you're going to be able to go back. Pietro's actually got unique moves and abilities like most of the characters. That's going to allow you to unlock all sorts of hidden stuff, whether it's out in like the open world stuff we've got, or whether it's within the levels. There's a ton of content that's hidden away. That's where we get to kind of exude our geekness.
So what were sort of some of the challenges of taking kind of the more serious moments in the Avengers films and boiling them down to something that's kind of wacky and cartoonish like this?
I think the great thing about the LEGO games is we're able to take the iconic shots that people recognise from the films and then put a twist on them. So, for example, in the level that we're showing here, we're probably not going to see it actually on screen, but towards the end of this, Hulk stops the Leviathan, and he sort of punches it, and the Leviathan comes up like it does in the film, and then he takes a selfie with it. And it's sort of, we can do stuff like that just puts a little twist on it, a bit of LEGO humour, and that's what people love about the LEGO games.
And you've got like the fire over here. It's just the little plastic pieces jutting up.
You've got like the LEGO fire, and then there's the real fire. You got the very realistic fire mixed in with the plastic stuff.
Yeah, we find that like the one hard fast rule we have, other than make the video games fun, is if it's LEGO, it's interactive, and that is how the younger gamers go, well, I know what to do. There's some LEGO, I have to be able to do something with this LEGO. And then the real world stuff is like, well, we'll leave that alone. We know that we can't interact or mess with that stuff. But yeah, in this demo, what we've sort of brought to Comic-Con is some new character mechanics. So we've got Quicksilver stuff in there, and it's kind of,
wow,
this
awesome.
is where we have fun with it. We kind of bring these characters to life in a whole new way, trying as best we can to take what happens in the movies and then pull that forward into the game. And what we've also done, something we didn't do in the Lego Marvel Superheroes, was allow Tony Stark to change into his various like Iron Man outfits.
Yeah, there were like what, 5 Lego or Marvel Iron Man ones in the last
yeah,
game?
but you had to pick them off the free play grid, and it was something that we thought, well, you know what, this is kind of that next stage. Why don't we let you do that live, so any time? So hopefully we'll be able to see that. So there's a few bad guys around. Maybe this is where we could show Quicksilver doing some stuff. He has some great combat, but you'll see here any time you can go into this Tony Stark sort of HUD.
Oh wow!
And then what happens is each of the suits has a transform that people will recognise from the movies. So who have we got there? I think is that Silver Centurion. So Mark 33. So that's a cool suit, and there's a lot of love for the Mark 33. But we've got other suits in there. Black Widow just having a bit of a moment there. We've got other suits in there, like we've got the Mark 5, which is from Iron Man 2.
Are we seeing all of them right here? Or they're more than just these ones? Or?
There'll be more.
Yeah, he will have more suits than that.
Do you have all the ones that you see in Iron Man 3? There were a lot there. There were a lot of suits.
We will have a lot of suits in there.
Yeah, we have a nondescript number at the minute, but for us, obviously, it's not an Iron Man game. It's like I said, it's a celebration of Avengers. But the team, largely, obviously as designers, we want to put a load of stuff in, but then the team kind of go, yeah, you know what, we want to put stuff in, and that's how these things snowball. People have asked a lot about, who's going to be in the roster? Are you going to be able to beat the last game you worked on? And we always set out to go, why not? Let's try and one-up ourselves. Let's go for more characters, more abilities, more mechanics, more area, more levels. Let's try and just push the boundaries. That's what gamers want. They want a fun game they can play forever.
Speaking of what gamers want, we've got a question from Twitter, so let's take a look at what they want to ask you. These are the hard-hitting questions here. Chris Fayela says, online co-op.
That's a very interesting question, because the great thing about Lego games is that that's where they really come to life, is the co-op. But for us, we absolutely adore the fact that people can play it together. It brings families together. It brings someone being able to play with their son or daughter, being able to play with their brother, sister, nephews, nieces, and that couch co-op, something that I guess you guys like me, we probably grew up when we were hammering away on our competition pros, playing speedball, whatever we were doing. It's that sort of thing that gets missed, I think, these days. And so it's something I love this Quicksilver stuff. It's so cool.
Wow.
When I saw this, when the guy that programmed this put this in, I was just like, that is so good. It's just like the movie. Yep. Anyway, the co-op stuff, it's about bringing people together. And believe it or not, you get hardcore gamers that just love playing all the shooting games. They'll actually kick back and relax playing a Lego game with their girlfriend, who may not necessarily play games. A lot of the time it's actually the other way around. But it's that way of people coming together, and we don't want to lose that. We don't want to lose that sort of cooperative experience, that togetherness. So there's not really many games that do that.
It is definitely one of the few games that I feel like it's a kids game that adults appreciate. Yeah. And there's other kids game out there, but it can be kind of like a chore for mom or dad to sit on the couch and play it. But Lego's familiar. It's fun.
Yeah, we try and layer up the humour. We want to put jokes in there for anyone, and that's where the fanboy stuff comes in.
Exactly.
We concentrate on that.
You've got that, and then you've got the slapstick stuff as well that the kids would appreciate as well. So it is, like I say, trying to make it so there's something there for everyone.
Cool. And do you guys have a release date yet?
At the minute, no, not a specific date as such. It's penned as winter.
Okay.
Winter is coming.
This holiday season, and it's coming to pretty much every basic platform for the most part.
Yeah, you name it. The PS3, 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Wii U, PC,
3DS.
Mac, 3DS,
Most of the things
Vita.
that are in the stores that play games. Basically.
Yeah, if you have an electronic device.
Well, awesome.
No WonderSwan. So sorry about that.
Sorry, WonderSwan owners. No.
Yeah, if anyone still has one.
Years for a new WonderSwan game.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming by and showing that off. And there is plenty more to come right here, live at IGN. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
IGN Live at Comic-Con is presented by Marvel's Ant-Man, in theaters July 17th, and the all-new LG G4. See the great, feel the great.